So it was another day at work today. I was so glad that I got through it. I was so tired. Like, I just really wanted to sleep, like, in the middle of the day. And my eyes were, like, watering like anything. But I managed to stay awake. But I have no idea what we're doing tomorrow. But at least it's going to be more interactive than just staring at computers. But my eyes just wanted to close. But yeah, I was gonna say, like, work is pretty good actually. It's a new job. At the moment, we're just studying, so I've gone through 1 week. This is my second week, so this is the first day of the second week. And I would say it's going pretty good. I'm not struggling as much with my environment as I have in the last 3 jobs that I've had in office, so it's a nice, cool office, but I forgot, after I started, I forgot the impact of air conditioning, because when I was younger, I remember being in a bit of more of an air conditioned area, and I used to get like these headaches from the cold, and we used to just, at lunch breaks, we used to just sit outside on whatever lawn or chair there was, even the step, and we just used to like have lunch outside. But I don't have lunch outside because obviously it's a corporate building, and I'm not going to sit on the stair of the building having lunch. But it has a nice, very nice kitchen area, so if you do want a drink or you watch TV, they've got ping pong and a lounge area, which is different to the TV area, because the lounge area has just got lounges to lounge on, and it's in a pretty dark and quiet spot. I personally, I like it near the TV. It's got a bench seat, and when there's a vacancy on the seat, I can sit on the bench seat, eat my lunch at the table, and watch TV. I don't know the show that actually plays when I'm on lunch, but it's some show with this chick that I know is an actress, and yeah, and I'm not really sure what the show is about. I only just started watching it on lunch break, but I watch that show, and sometimes if it runs over to another show while I'm on break, I watch a bit of the other show, but I mostly watch this show. I don't know what it's called though, because I'm so out of TV. Because I never watch daytime TV anymore, so I only really watch movies now. So so I don't know what the show is actually called. But yeah, but so it's kind of relaxing to have a nice area to sit, particularly inside. So what I do, because I get a little bit of a migraine from the cold when you're in like a really air conditioned area, I still go outside a little bit for 10 minutes or so, just to get a little bit of air, a little bit of sunshine, and then I go back inside and I have my lunch. I don't actually walk very far because we're in a pretty steep hill, and so I don't actually walk very far. But yeah, but I just go out just really for a walk down the street. I sit in a bit of a chair. You have to go to the park. We used to get kicked off the park. That you sit around, so, and sometimes people try and pick you up at the park. So I have like a negative opinion at that particular park. But there's another park a few minutes down the road, where you don't get anyone like stalking you, like to say hi. And I couldn't be bothered going in because I get a heart murmur when I walk up and down hills and stuff, and you don't really have that much time. You only have like 15 minutes tops before you'd have to turn back. So what I do is I go for a little bit of a walk. I sit on the bench sofa, or I sit outside the building. And then I go back inside and have my lunch and watch TV. So that's pretty much what I do at lunch, because it gives me a bit of a break from the air conditioning. Yeah, but tomorrow it's going to be different. Because we're not sitting at the computers tomorrow, we're doing interactive group stuff probably. I doubt we're going to like do anything else, so should be interesting. But yeah, but I'm managing to get through my 8 hours a day pretty well in this building, so I'm surprised that I'm finding it so easy. Like I said, in other buildings, I've had to struggle through my day a bit, but this one I find it quite a bit easier. I think it's because of all the air conditioning or something. It must sterilize your mind or something and make you feel good. No, no, I don't know what it is, but I'm feeling pretty good. Getting through my day. Today I had a bit of a heart murmur, but I'm glad that I took one of my my herbal pills. It it really picked me up, made me feel so much better. And I also take vitamin C, and I've also got cough lollies too. You know, if I feel like something sweet to pick me up. I've got cough lollies, so I've got things to chew on. But yeah, I like to have vitamin C when I'm not very hungry. I just have, a vitamin C pill instead and just suck on it for a while. But I must say, that I'm feeling quite a bit more confident in being able to do 8 hours in a day, because before I worked here I was like, 3-4 hours is my top, 5 hours is my very top, but being able to get through 8 hours with ease, with relative ease in this building, it's given me a bit more confidence in the workplace area. So I feel finally that I've, got a fairly good workplace environment. But I must say, yeah, I heard, a group of guys saying my name today, and I don't know if they were actually referring to me or was just saying the name, but anyways, I noticed that, and they sort of said my name in a playful sentence and then started laughing. And it wasn't like they were saying something mean or anything, it just sounded like they were saying my name, and I said, oh, are they sort of saying something about me? I mean, they didn't really refer to me exactly, but they did say a sentence, and then they started giggling to each other, and, and I was like, oh wow, they said my name. I wonder if that means anything. So, if something weird happens and it actually turns into something, I'd be like, I caught them saying my name today, So, but, yeah, but no, it's okay work. I haven't started the real work yet. We're still training. I'm sure once I start talking, it might be a little bit more difficult, or it might be more easy. I'm not really sure, but usually when I start talking, I start struggling, sort of thing. So, because I don't actually have the strongest voice, and when I talk for too long, my heart starts fluttering. So it feels like it's go just, because I think I harm my muscle on the outside, and so when I talk too much, I feel like, it's struggling, but you know, or it could turn it into like a great relief to talk, because it'll distract your attention and might not yawn as much, and time might fly, so I'm not really sure what it's going to be like when I start working. These things that you have to do, it's probably longer than a 5-minute survey, but I don't think you talk as much as in the places I've worked. So I used to spend 5 to 10 minutes on the phone per call when a call picked up, but this time I think you can take up to 20 to 30 minutes, but it should be like, it's not like you're talking all the time, you're just retrieving information, typing information, and asking a couple of questions. So it's either going to be more difficult or easy, and I'm hoping it's easier, because that would be nice, just to sit down, take some calls, fill out some forms and stuff. But first you have to know how to fill out all these forms and stuff. So we're still learning, and I don't quite have a handle on everything. Things that I learned and found easy on Friday, I might forget by Monday, sort of thing. So was able to recap some stuff today, which is good, because it sort of, I took some more notes, and it triggered my memories and made things that thought I had remembered, but I had remembered them wrong. So it sort of righted some information that I had thought I had remembered correctly, but I hadn't, and I learned a few new things. So I don't know how much more we have to learn, but they said at the end of last week we got this week and next week to study, and then we should be hopping on the phone. So yeah, I don't feel very confident right now. I mean, I'm a little bit confident, because I have learned a few things, but I'm not entirely confident that I know exactly what I'm doing and can handle any call, which is sort of what I said at the end of last week. And then they said, "Oh, tell me if you feel that way by the end of the next week," and we have to do something about that, because I said I'm not sure I can handle any kind of call, and the very how calls vary. They might ask you to do 3 things in a call, and so you have to break it down and figure out what you're gonna do. So and I said last week, I'm not sure if I can handle that, and so they said then last week that tell me if you feel the same this week. So, yeah, but yeah, but it's probably going to be a bit taxing, but you can put calls on hold and ask questions. So I just have to see how I go. I mean, I sort of know what I'm doing, and I sort of don't. So yeah, worse for worse, you just make a call back. So and they might have callbacks exactly, but I know how to make notes, and so I'll write a note and say this person requested something and needs to be called back because I couldn't handle it. No, I don't know, but that's not a for ages way. So right now I'm enjoying being a student, but unfortunately for me, I'm supposed to be a student at home too. So I have to get some study done. And I do exercise at night now too. So because I'm not gonna wake up at 5:30 in the morning to do exercise before I go to work. I just get up, go to work, and then come back and do my exercise. So yeah, but I guess this job's going okay. It's in a field that I never thought I'd get any work, but it's new and different, and I'm sort of enjoying it a bit, in different ways. Today, even the person who supervises the room, she seemed to pick up around me today. So either I was asking too many questions, or she was just different mood. But the more I asked, the more nice she was getting towards me. So I was like, oh, I hope this doesn't lead to anything. Or if it does lead to something, I hope it leads to me, getting the full-time position. No, but because there's 2 or 3 full-time positions being offered to 2 or 3 people out of a class of 20. Otherwise, the rest of us just work for 3 months and then we go. So, yeah. So, but anyways, so yeah. But I don't want to get too involved if it makes me uncomfortable in this organization. No. But yeah, nah. But it should be okay. I mean, I think everyone's pretty tame and nothing too wild happens and stuff. So but I'm avoiding the little clubs where wild stuff might happen outdoors. So yeah, so no, it's an okay job. I'm glad I got it, so I'm learning heaps, and if I don't get the full-time job, it will allow me more experience on my resume, so I might be able to get a job more quickly. So I'm gaining quite valuable experience with all this stuff. So, and yeah, so, but yeah, but sometimes I wonder, if I have the energy to do all this stuff. But I was thinking today, well, if I don't have the energy to do stuff, just have to work on my body, get my weight down, and then maybe I can give something more like modeling another chance. I know it hasn't really worked for me many times, but I think if I do continue to find it really hard to work, I might do something like that. I mean, I'm not a perfect body, and I'm not a perfect person for modeling, but I know I've done it a little bit before, and I think before I had promise, but I just didn't have the right weight. So if I worked on my body, sculpted it until my weight's down, and kept it down, then I might give, something more like modeling a bit of a go. I know modeling is a little bit dangerous, but, it was just an idea that was floating through my mind. I mean, I think if I stayed in Melbourne, I would have signed up with a modeling agency just to back me up financially. So that was something that drifted into my mind. If I just can't take it, I might do something like that. But or whatever. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm doing this right now, and I'm managing to do it. So doing something like that isn't easy. Working full-time hours when you've haven't been working full-time hours all along. But it's good. It's quite good. Yeah, I'll say that much. Okay, so I'm going to stop gossiping about my job. But I will say that I do have one now. But I'm not sure how long it's going to last. I just have to have a bad day and quit. And I'm like, that's the end for me. So that's why I take all these vitamins and pills during the day, because it helps me get through it. If I lack energy, I might have a vitamin. If I'm not hungry, I might have a vitamin C. Yeah, so I do have a little safety box to help me get through the day. But today I think was one of the most struggling days. The other days I wasn't struggling so much. But today, my confidence was going a little bit down once again. And so I was sort of wondering about modeling and stuff, by lunchtime. But I got through it in the end. So, and I have no idea what I'm doing tomorrow, but I I can't wait to get through tomorrow. Sometimes group exercises help to make time pass, and you don't do all that much. You just do some simple exercises. So, yeah, I'll see how that goes tomorrow. And then that's almost half the week, 2 days, and then the next day is halfway, and then 2 more days. And yeah, I'm wondering if I do want to go to Movie World anytime soon. I'm not really sure. I wake up on Saturday and I'm like, oh, screw going anywhere. I'm just gonna lay in bed and sleep in, and then I'll go do exercise and do all the things I normally do. Last Saturday I was, totally distracted with my laundry. I was finding clothes that were packed in boxes. I was washing those clothes and trying to dry them, and it being rainy, they took only one load dried. The other two loads were only dried by today. So I was totally distracted with my laundry. Because I have a heap of clothes in boxes, and I wanted to take them out before they get destroyed. But I don't have anywhere to put these clothes. But my goal is to actually sell them anyway. So yeah. So and so that was supposed to be my like movie world day, where I bothered to go to movie world. I knew movie world's far out, and I don't want to like stress myself out going there, but I wouldn't mind going there. I'm already going to the place that's next to movie world, some sort of radio show next month, for because someone I know is having a birthday, and they've invited me, and so on Sunday I bought them a gift and I wrapped it up, and so when time comes, I just go after work to this place, have dinner, and watch a show. I think I've seen it before, but I don't quite remember it. So it's going to be like a new experience, even though I've been there before when I was like 10 years old or something. So yeah, so if that actually happens, I'm already going to go to the Gold Coast. So, but I might go beforehand. I might even go for my birthday. I don't know. Wouldn't mind doing something, because everyone else does stuff on their birthdays, and I'm like, I never do stuff on my birthday. I wouldn't mind doing something. I usually just have a birthday at home. I don't usually bother to go out anyways, but I wouldn't mind it. Wouldn't mind going to Movie World. Just seeing all these costumes and things, and take a couple of rides and whatnot. So I don't want to give myself like a heart attack or anything, but yeah. Or I might go this weekend or so, but there's been a lot of rain, so I don't really want to go too soon. But I was thinking about just buying a ticket so I can show up whenever I want, and I hope I use it sometime. So I can just put it on Afterpay, and it doesn't cost that much. Yeah. But other than that, yeah, I don't know what I'm doing this weekend. Like I said, I could go to movie world. I could just stay at home. But I've got my week ahead of me. My week ahead. And so I just have to keep getting up early, going out early, coming back late, heading around, So, got it busy. It keeps you busy. At least it keeps you busy. It's like... Anyway. That's my new job.